Hey everybody, it's Doug Edgeo, fingersonthefrets.com. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to learn how to memorize the notes on your guitar fretboard. So please grab the free PDF below before we get started. It's going to look like this. It's a diagram of all the natural notes. And yeah, let's jump in. So this is how I present this to all my students, and I wanted to share it with you today. First thing you have to understand is there are whole steps and half steps in the musical alphabet. So let's just stick with all the natural notes first. The musical natural notes are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And between those natural notes, you're going to have differences of whole steps, which means there's a fret in between, or half steps, which would be no fret in between, if you don't understand a lot about music theory. So you can see E to F or B to C, there's no fret in between. Those are called half steps. Whole steps, there's a fret in between. So understanding B to C, E to F are the only two places where you'll have a natural half step is a big clue. So you could look at your diagram, start on the A note, and then A to B, well, has to be a whole step. There's a fret in between, would be that one. B to C, we said it was a natural half step, so there you go, that's a C. Then you have to do a whole step, and you say D, just follow the alphabet. E to F was a natural half step, and then have to go to a whole step again, that's a G, and then whole step to the A. And you can see that was the fifth string starting on A to B, B to C, D, E to F. So having a diagram like this is really helpful. So the first thing is understanding the relationship between the notes. All the natural notes, like the white keys on the piano, that's how I was taught, and that's how I like to present it. Then you have to know that there's a half step between B and C and E and F. Then I would just go up one string at a time, say and play the notes out loud. So E to F is a half step, and then G, A, B, C, D, E. And then next string A, B, C, D, E, half step to F, G, A. And you'll go up each string like that, ascending the string. The next thing I would recommend is descending. Okay, so you can keep your chart up there, or I have it on an iPad here if I need to look at it, but E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, and then A, G, F, E, D. You get the idea. Ascending is a little easier because if you start on A, you just follow the alphabet, you just say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? But if you're going to go backwards, you have to remember it's G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So it's, it's hard to say the alphabet backwards like that. Okay, so once you've gone up and down on each string, saying and playing them out loud, then the next thing, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, a couple more things and I'll let you go. I would try in thirds. Well, if I'm on E, E, F, G, that's three notes away, E, F, G, so I'm going to go E, G. And then I'll go to the next note, which is F. I'll say F, and then I'll hit A. And then the next note after F would be G, so G to a B. So I'm still playing E, F, G, but in between each one of those ascending notes, I hit the third above it, so E, G, F, A, G, B, A, C, B, D, C, E. And then you can go backwards, same idea. That's ascending in intervals of a third or descending in intervals of a third. Okay, two more things, and then I'll go to the next video here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I like to go across the strings as well sometimes. The 5th, the 10th, and the 12th frets are going to be all natural notes if you use my little diagram here. I don't know if that's blurry, sorry. 5th, 10th, and 12th, you can see all the way across, it's just natural notes. So those three positions are really helpful if you just want to go across like this. So A, D, G, C, E, A. A, E, C, G, D, A. And then at the 10th fret, D, G, C, F, A, D, and then obviously the 12th would be the open, which is E, A, D, G, B, E. So once you get those three positions down, you can start working on some of the other positions going this way across the guitar instead of just straight up and down. Okay, and the last tip that I have for you is you have a clip tuner. I'm sure most people have one of these. Clip that on your guitar, and as you're working through, just look up there at the tuner. I'm not perfectly in tune today, but A, if you get stuck, that's a B. It's going to tell you what note it is, So don't forget, just leave the tuner up there. If you get stuck, okay, that's a D. Okay, that's an A, you see. Now, once you get all these natural notes down, the notes in between should be way more obvious, because in between a G or an A, you're either going to have a G sharp or an A flat. So if I hit that note, this comes up as a G sharp. So depending on what key you're in, it could be called an A flat, if you understand what I'm saying. So memorizing the notes on the fretboard. Grab the PDF. First of all, it's free. Just click the link below. Understand the relationship between whole steps and half steps. B to C, E to F are the only two natural half steps, as if we're thinking of this as the white keys on the piano, all natural notes, Go up linearly, one string at a time, say and play the notes, and then go back down. Then you can go up and down in thirds, intervals of a third. Then you can learn them across the neck, start at the 5th, the 10th, and the 12th. And then if you get stuck, leave your tuner on, and it'll tell you what note you're playing. Okay, thanks for watching. Join me on Patreon. Go to Fingers on the Frets for all kinds of song lessons and things. I also have a theory page there if you want to go. There's a bunch of free PDFs, music theory type stuff. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.